This is history. I'd like to start this episode with a trigger warning.
Go on.
We are going deeper
than we've ever gone before.
Into autism's core. We are meeting the architect of autism.
This is the Titanic submersible.
This is... Today...
We're James Cameron.
We're James Cameron going deep into the Ooga Booga lands. It's Prehistoric Man Week.
Yeah, you're completely flailing about here. You've got nothing to hold on to.
I'm in a disabled toilet and the lights are off and I'm on the floor and I'm trying to find that big red cord. Help! I've tried to wipe my ass and fallen off the toilet. Help! Help! This is the Stone Age.
Yeah.
This is history for non-verbal people.
Yeah.
People who struggle to live independently. We're going back to the beginning here.
History for ugly women, would you say?
Sorry?
The story, ugly women.
I'll go, women.
Yeah.
I'll go. Do you know what? I didn't encounter any. I'll go mingos.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't encounter any women in the.
But exactly, and it's also like, women can't go into submarines because they lose the fertility. It's like it's too deep.
Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you know about this, don't you? Come on, this is good stuff. Pete, you know about this, don't you, Pete? No. So when you go super deep down, you lose all your sperm. But because we produce sperm really easily.
Yeah.
When we get up again, we become cum laden again, right? But women, they have a set amount of eggs.
So Osama cum laden,
yes.
when he was buried at sea, lost all his sperm.
Yeah, and if he comes back up,
they'll start getting right.
It's the Osama cum laden we know and love. But women have a set amount of eggs.
Yes, I knew this. Women are born with all the eggs they're ever going to have.
Yeah, so when they go under, they'll lose them all. So that's why you can't. That's why
you can't conceive underwater.
Well, it's just more like why it's boy zone down there.
Is it?
It's not for women.
No, it's not for women.
You shouldn't be nosing about down there.
No.
It's not. It's frankly, the deep is none of your fucking business.
Because your insides will just be like a fucking omelette. There's a great joke. I can't remember who does it about how women are born with all their eggs.
Yeah.
And the reason that men aren't born with all the sperm they're ever going to have is because by the age of 12 they'd have just lost everything. The race would not continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the human race, we are no, women do not lose their eggs in deep water.
Load of bollocks,
so
then.
you've completely even for this podcast, the amount of misinformation off the top.
I mean, that's extraordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a legal ban until 2011 because people.
I think it's just because you're trapped down there, and the last thing you want is any nagging. 3,000.
It's a funny thing for the government to make up to stop women going.
No, you can't. You'll be infertile. Actually, you will never have kids, so you can't go down there. No, I tried to impose a similar rule on the shed at the end of the garden.
If you go there, you'll become infertile.
Your insides will explode. Your womb will explode if you come in here.
Yep.
But then she walked in one day and I had to backtrack.
Yeah.
No, today we're talking about prehistoric man. It's I'm lost, completely lost. It was something about the Stone Age.
This is before history. It's arguably not even history.
Well, no, history starts when people start talking.
Yeah.
And this is biology.
This is the village origin story.
Yeah.
This is the prequel.
History starts what?
This is the Phantom Menace.
10,000. This is the Phantom Menace in every respect. People, I don't know.
It's a load of nonsense.
It's woke nonsense.
Tedious.
It is tedious. History starts in the Bronze Age, you might say.
Yeah.
Which is what, Egypt?
And it ends when Blair comes to power.
Yes. 97, the end of history. This is before Egypt.
Yeah. Way before.
Way before Egypt. So let's just get people up to speed.
So 13.8 billion years ago.
Fucking hell. Right, hang on. Now, I must, again, in a disclaimer, if you're listening to this and you're awaiting a meeting with your bank manager, stop now. You will default on any loan payments if we go any further.
Yeah.
Yes, as you said, 13.8 billion years ago.
Bang!
Bang!
Bang and the dirt is gone.
Yeah.
Instead it's bang and everything exists.
Bang and the dirt arrives.
Yeah.
4.5 billion years ago.
Big jump forward.
Earth.
Do we not want to go every year?
Yeah. Let's do it year by year. 13.79999 billion years ago, the bangs happened. What's happened between the Big Bang and Earth?
But at this point, anyone who says they know what's going on there is just talking out their whole
and that's
dust
us,
particles.
and that's us saying that.
Yeah.
Dust. Okay, so it is bang and the dust arrives.
Yeah, but bang and the dust is
bang and the dust is here. 4.5 billion years ago, Earth. 3.8 billion years ago.
It feels like Earth is older than you'd think, right? In the whole scheme of things.
Mm.
If everything is 14 billion years and Earth is almost 5 billion, we're older than I thought we'd be.
Right.
No?
No.
Okay.
Billion.
Yeah.
Billion's such a big number.
Yeah. It's sillion. Yeah.
It's just too big a number.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
And in 3.8 billion years, emergence of organisms, organisms.
3.8 billion years ago.
They emerged from the depths.
The big
And then 245 million to 66 million years ago, dinosaurs. We will do a dinosaur episode.
Yeah, we
will.
will.
We'll leave that for now.
And then 2.5 million years ago, which I suppose is when our timeline starts, humans evolve in Africa.
Yeah.
And this begins the Paleolithic era.
Yeah.
Which apparently is 99% of human history.
Right.
Is the Paleolithic era,
But,
which is 2.5 million years ago to about 10,000 years ago, or 10,000 BC.
Yeah.
And then everything since then is 1%. Isn't that crazy that everything we've done so far is only less than 1% of human history?
But I think if you look at human history, it's just more is happening more regularly, exponentially, right?
Yes.
So 2025, Bonnie Blue.
Yeah,
is a new phenomenon that we've been talking about, and that's all happened within
8 months.
8 months.
Basically,
This podcast has been 8 months.
Yeah,
but then for 2 million years, you'll invent one thing every 500,000 years.
Yes,
one
you're right.
notable thing will happen in 500,000 years.
Well, if you look, we just skipped billions of years.
Yeah,
because
someone will come up with a shoe, and that will be like, well, that was pretty quick for 200,000 years.
Let's take 3 million years off. We've invented one shoe. Yeah, so but it's just fascinating, isn't it? It's just dizzying. 1%, less than 1% of human.
Yeah.
At this point, Hitler is a speck in a monkey man's eye.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah.
But a spark, but a twinkle
Yeah.
in an ugg.
So his ancestors are around here, though.
It's comforting to know that somewhere in East Africa there's a Hitler monkey. Yeah. So Homo sapiens start to evolve in Africa.
Yeah.
We are Homo sapiens.
That's ours.
Our listeners are
We don't know.
They're more Homo basementans, maybe.
Yeah.
Homo smellians.
Yeah.
Now, there's several different types of human at this point.
Yeah.
There's a Homo.
That bit would be interesting, wouldn't it? To have loads of different types of human.
I find this, yeah.
But I mean, your view of racial science is you think there's loads of different types
Well, we'll
of
get to racial science. Well, this is where I started to actually find the research interesting. It's when they discovered it all and went, oh yeah, this is the missing link between monkeys and colonial subjects.
Yeah.
So there's from about 2 million years ago,
Yeah.
the Homo genus starts.
Don't slag them off.
They're all homos for 2 million years. Prehistory is gay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And then really it's a journey of getting straighter.
Yeah.
So the Homo genus.
Yeah.
This is my problem with it. This is not history, it's biology, which I did not like.
This is a history of it's a fat trans woman with a pink hair in a wheelchair. That's what this history
Keep talking. Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's what this
a fat trans woman with pink hair in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this is.
This is where we're at.
Right. Okay.
Because I think it evolves into more straighter as it goes along, and that's currently where we're at.
This is the apex.
If we look at the evolution of the type of history, people who are into this history, it's
so you're saying that you've got like apes that start walking, and then before apes, you've got a fat trans woman with pink hair in a wheelchair.
They're getting skinnier and onto crutches. And
and the hair gradually gets blue for a bit and then black
until it's World War II, and it's a straight man in a suit.
Straight man reading a book about Churchill. There's lots of different homos.
Right.
At this, it's
famously.
There's Homo Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Homo erectus.
Yeah.
Homo. They're all homos. Yeah. It's like the LGBT community.
Right. It's a rainbow coalition.
It's a rainbow coalition.
Let's have a look at these. Right. So Homo sapiens.
The first one is Homo habilis, right, which is Latin for handyman.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's we think. Again, we don't know any of this.
So this
stuff.
is the oldest one.
This is the first non-monkey man.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
We think. And this stuff changes.
It's chicken and an egg, isn't it?
It's monkey and human.
Yeah, but not chicken and egg. It's more like... Because chicken and egg is a stupid thing because it was clearly the chicken. But at some point...
Well, hang on. What do you mean it was clearly the chicken? Where does the chicken come from?
If you think about it, it's quite... At any point you decide what a chicken is, that's where it starts. At one point, something that wasn't a chicken laid an egg that gave birth...
To a chicken. Right. So then it is the egg.
So it's the egg, actually. has to be the egg.
Has to be the egg.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I meant was anyone who says it's the chicken is really stupid. Right. And I just said
and you just said it was the chicken. No.
Of course it's the egg.
It's great. Just the theatre of ideas here. Just contesting. Fellow historians, this podcast is sponsored by Surfshark.
Yeah.
Now listen, if you're using public Wi-Fi, did you know you're at risk?
Of what? I don't know.
Well, it's much like public toilets.
Right.
You're at risk of
Chlamydia off the
chlamydia,
rim.
AIDS, everything.
Yeah.
Sexual diseases in the air, travel in the air.
Right. So these are
Surfshark,
digital STDs.
I think it's real.
So this is a Johnny. This is a digital Johnny.
If you like, Surfshark's a digital condom that you place over your laptop.
Stop it getting
They
AIDS.
send you they send you a big massive condom, and you squeeze your laptop
They
into
also
it.
send you a tiny condom because they know the kind of people who use their service, and they're just like,
Ratio, how many times do I have to say it? Not everyone's dick is as small as yours.
quite a lot of people.
Do they also send small ones?
A lot of them are smaller. Because I am pretty much average.
Is your laptop quite small for your height?
It looks like a small laptop, but I'm just very tall. I've got big hands.
It's actually got an iPod mini. No, this is an iPod mini. This is a MacBook Pro 15-inch.
No matter how small your cock is, it doesn't mean you stop you from getting sex. Well, it probably makes you less averse to STDs because less people want to have sex with you, and there's
and
less
you can't reach the vagina.
Yeah, there's less surface area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you're carrying around a big old fucking
hog. What, you think you're scraping STDs off?
You just like an elephant's trunk. Just
yeah. Whereas
me, I've got a little pocket knife.
You're a surgeon. Surgical sex.
Penis.
Keyhole.
Balls.
Keyhole. Butthole. Surfshark VPN. This is a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. Yeah. And if you use the code FVH, Foxtrot Vagina Hotel, 4 extra months of Surfshark on us.
Yeah.
Go to this link.
Yeah, Fat Vagina Horse.
The Fat Vagina Horse. Surfshark.com/FVH. 4 extra months of Surfshark. Don't let online threats catch you off guard. Buy a big condom for your laptop. You've got to put a condom on your laptop,
or else you'll get chlamydia. You'll get digital chlamydia.
Yeah. So the beginning of the Paleolithic period, the first species identified as part of the Homo genus, the LGBTQ community, is Homo habilis.
Yep. Little fella.
Little boy.
A little hairy fella.
Little hairy fella. He looks like...
He's cute.
He does look cute. This is get him
I'd
up.
like to have one of these guys around.
Yeah. Long arms. Yeah. Very hairy shoulders and back. He looks like a sort of a boss man. Bring a kid to boss man day. Bring a kid to work day.
What, a kebab shop owner's son? Yeah.
Homo habilis is a kebab shop owner's son. Yes, please, my friend. Oh, you're learning. Yeah.
Chili garlic. Anybody next, please?
Please. It's work experience. Boss man work experience, right? Now, he didn't look like modern humans. No. I disagree. As I said, I think he looks like...
We've seen a couple of these people. Yeah. If those of you who haven't seen Charlie, it's not far off this.
It's not far off. Charlie face reveal on the screen now. Charlie, by the way, who hasn't turned up today.
Yeah, by the way, the reason why we've got Pete doing say hi, Pete.
Hello.
The reason we've got Pete behind them on the mics today is Charlie just didn't turn up for work.
No, and he woke up. We don't know where.
Also, he produces another podcast I do. It's not out.
No, his wallet, his keys, and his jacket are all here. He was in the office yesterday.
No, he's not answering his phone. No,
I mean he'll probably arrive at some point.
Yeah, but, and then we called him and he said, "Yeah, I've slept through 15 alarms because I've been up till 3 in the morning." You know when someone
answers the phone going, "Fuck," you're like, right, you are asleep. He'll be here at some point. Yeah. But it's appropriate, isn't it? We're talking about cavemen. Anyway, speaking of notably smaller brains and more ape-like proportions. Yeah. But enough about our producer. Yeah. We're talking about Homo habilis. Yeah. And we think he was related to an earlier ape-like creature called Australopithecus africanus.
Making shit up at this point.
Who fucking knows?
You could just tell us anything and we'd believe you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They have because no one's boring enough to go into this apart from like 15 people. Yeah. They could just be having a jolly. Yeah. And just making shit up. Because it's not like we're going to check it.
No.
I'll just be making loads of shit up. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking bisexual Saurus Rex.
Bisexual Saurus Rex. So we think that Homo habilis, the handyman, they're called handyman because they're the first human-like things to use tools.
Is it the opposable thumb?
Well, there's a thing about pinching, isn't there? There's a thing about how humans can pinch like this. Yeah, Italians are the
women in public.
Yeah. Hey, ciao bella. So humans can pinch like this.
We've got family friends who lived in Italy for 20 years. Mm-hmm. An Italian man once pinched Pippa's arse, and she had to run into her house, and he held it until she shut the door on him. He was literally running down the street. She was like, just finished the other. She had to shut the door on his hand. The most Italian man in the world.
Wow.
Just running down with
But yeah, that's what I mean, is that the Italians have evolved a grip, a strength to their pinch that I don't have. I'm less evolved than Italian.
The opposable thumb is very opposable for the
Italians are the height of evolution because they're able.
Grip.
Yeah. And you think about the evolution, breeding stuff out.
Yeah.
Who's successful? Italians are the most successful at breeding because they can hold on to a woman's ass for days, hours. Hey, I can't do that. So eventually, Italians will win out in the evolutionary struggle over British people.
Yeah.
We'll after you.
And they're spreading their seed like nobody's. They're chucking out a window.
Crop duster. Tabella, please. Anyway, then we get to Homo erectus, who he's the first, I'd say, he's good looking.
Yeah, he's kind of hunky.
So we go from a little monkey boy to pretty lean.
But in a way, I feel this is what women really actually want. They kind of pretend that they want other things. They want Homo erectus. They're still sort of pining after this. This is kind of the female gaze, is it not?
I think it is actually. Yeah, deep set jaw.
Hairy.
And if you're listening, at this point we have very small foreheads because we have a small brain.
Right.
So we have big eyebrow, big brow. Here we go. This is what women want, apparently.
But
big overbite, like big kind of monkey face.
Well, I think what men want
flat nose.
What men want is like Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
And what women want is this.
Yes, you're right. But they want this, but he writes poetry.
Ooga booga ooga.
Ooga booga, ooga booga booga. It's ooga booga haikus. That's what they want. So this is the first guy to stand up.
Now, what's going on in their brain? Because when you're trying to think of what's going on in an animal's brain, do you know what I mean? Like when you're thinking, what does a dog think? It's sort of, you can't really. It's
I
pointless.
sometimes go to text my dog and then remember that I don't. It doesn't have a phone.
What?
And couldn't
What
reply.
would you be texting? How much do you love him?
Do you want to walk?
Walk? Question mark?
Walk? Yeah.
But at this point, we could probably conceptualize a little bit what it was like in their brain.
Go.
Because it would. What's the vision there? Is it just being like being in Charlie's brain? Is it just what we've seen, but just everything is just
like
stupid?
blurred.
Is it just stupid?
No, I don't know if they have.
Is it stupid brainers?
They're the first ones to stand up. First guy to stand up. This guy.
Yeah.
They were always.
So before that, they were like, this is before Lenny Bruce.
Before Lenny Bruce. We should place this. This is sort of 1.9 million years ago.
So have I got news for you?
Have I news for you is in development. It's in development. It's not been picked up yet. But Hislop and Merton are.
Yeah.
They're going into hat-trick offices. We've got an idea here about something very wry. Could we make wry comments?
So believe it or not, this is pre Have I Got News for You.
I mean, it's terrifying. What is the world if Have I Got News for You isn't there? You know.
The first guests were Homo erectus, kind of.
Yeah. Angus Deaton wasn't born yet. Terrifying. Anyway, 1.9 million years ago, this guy stands up. A monkey stands up.
Yeah.
And he's got cum gutters as well.
Yeah.
Look, if you're watching,
absolute fucking
ripped.
smoke show.
Smoke show. I mean, it's
like David Gandy.
He does look like David Gandy if you just stop before the head.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hairy Gandy. He's got hairy shoulders.
David Gandy, if you got PVA glue and pubes all over him.
Yeah. They had a larger brain than Homo habilis, 2/3 the size of the modern brain. But what is
that? Is the bigger the brain, the cleverer the monkey?
Don't get me started on phrenology. But this is the first guy to control fire, we think.
Right.
We think. I don't fucking care.
Right.
The royal
But
we.
they are conscious.
Well, I guess so.
There's a level of consciousness. When do you draw that line?
Well, it's
I guess when the people are talking about consciousness in the Enlightenment, they were drawing their line racially.
Yes.
So it is all about where you decide to draw the line, right?
Well, in the book *Sapiens*, which is very popular, good book.
Yeah. Even though it opens with a whole chapter about Peugeot, which I think is a strange way of opening.
Well, yeah, it's he's really talking down to people,
right?
But he has to because he's a very clever bloke.
Right.
He says that there are three main revolutions in the human story: cognitive, agricultural, scientific.
Sexual. No. Okay.
No. Come on. I think that's over, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's gone back. There's a sexual counter-revolution.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if you just put that in there.
Sexual counter-revolution.
Yeah, it's just the horniest
Missionary,
guy.
the lights off now. From now on.
Women getting their tits out. I feel industrial's probably more bigger.
Cognitive revolution, agricultural, women getting their tits out. That's the 90s, lads mags. So he says there's the cognitive revolution, which I guess at some point, I think he credits it at 70,000 years ago, so still way after this. Right. Because these fellas, they're still kind of monkeys.
Right.
And he says that...
Monkey!
They're northern. And he says the key to their success, or sapiens' success...
The monkey?
No, us...
Okay.
Is that we can cooperate in groups larger than 100.
Right.
Because we can imagine stuff.
Okay.
So he says fiction is the actual difference between us and apes. Right. Because you can't convince an ape to do something for a story like religion or nationhood or whatever.
No, it's fucking or bananas.
It's fucking or bananas. Which, me on a bad day, that's you won't convince me to do anything if it's not for a banana or a blowjob, right?
Whereas for them, it's like, the Gruffalo.
Exactly, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. The people will die for the Gruffalo. The Gruffalo, I think, is after Homo erectus. Homo Gruffalo, I think. Homo erectus controls fire. They have more advanced tools, I guess, because their thumbs are better. Yeah. This survives for 2 million years, right?
That's a long time.
Long old fucking shift this guy's done. Yeah. So we're standing up, and I think we're running a bit.
Yeah. We were waiting for half an hour for Charlie, and that felt like a long time.
Yeah,
but that's 2 million years.
2 million years. So then we get to, this isn't really a key species, but it's quite funny. Homo floresiensis.
So this is like a side species. This is like a
side quest.
Yeah. The Hobbit.
So around 700,000 years ago, on an island in today's Indonesia, a species is thought to have evolved from a population of Homo erectus that were all dwarfs.
Tiny. Whereas island shrinkism. Well, there's island gigantism, and I guess it's the opposite. Because island gigantism, right? The reason why the Komodo dragons are massive is because on an island you can dominate, small creatures can dominate to the point where they become huge.
They get really big.
That's why you have giant tortoises.
That's why Scandinavian kids are taller than our kids.
Why?
Because they're eating better.
Fish,
I guess. Stinky fish, I don't know.
Yeah.
Supposedly by the time they're 5, they're about that much taller on average.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, these fuckers were all dwarfs.
This is tiny. Yeah.
They were all the size of penguins. Look, we've got a picture up there.
That's kind of cute.
That's the beauty standards at this point. That's a thick Homo florensis. Yeah. Big, thick.
Is that a woman? Is that a woman?
I think that's like their equivalent of Kim Kardashian. Right. That's the picture. Big bum. Yeah. Tits out.
Break
big
the
stick.
internet.
Yeah. They weighed about 25 kilos. Very small brain. Evidence suggests they hunted baby elephants.
But they could hold sticks and stuff, so that's still pretty like dwarf elephants. So everything's just mini.
It's like a model village.
Yeah.
But this is essentially my theory is that the female evolution starts here.
Right.
In that modern women take their cue from these fellas. They're smaller, they have bigger hips,
small brains. But what's interesting is on these islands, the rodents are huge and the people are tiny. Yeah. So it's like a nightmare.
That's crazy.
Where you're like the
massive
same size
rats.
as a rat.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. So about 200,000 years ago, something like that, you've got these 3 distinct homos.
Right.
So this would be LGBT. Alan Carr, Stephen Fry, and Claire Baldwin.
Yeah, it's all 3 people who've been on Celebrity Traitors. Yeah. It's off the top of my head, trying to think of any gay celebrity. So it was like the only
they've all got big heads.
Yeah.
So Homo sapiens originates in Africa, East Africa.
Yeah.
Neanderthals, they're Europe.
Yeah.
And then Denisova. His name's not Dennis.
Not Dennis Irwin.
Not Dennis Irwin. No, Homo Denisova. Who they only discovered him about 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a cave in Siberia.
How's he doing?
Hey?
How's he doing?
He's fucked. He's done. Completely fucked. But that's why all of this stuff is completely up for grabs still. Yeah. In that, literally, they thought it was just Homo Neanderthals and Sapiens, and then 50 years ago, they're like, oh, fuck, Dennis was knocking him out.
Yeah.
There are then there's kind of, I guess, a struggle for supremacy, sort of, between Neanderthals and...
But we stayed in Africa for ages. Yeah. Neanderthals were Europe, right?
They got out there quick.
Yeah, but Neanderthals didn't come out of Africa.
But Sapiens starts moving about.
Yes.
At some point, Sapiens is like, I don't like it.
Yeah. But the Neanderthals actually were...
Should we get into the Neanderthals? Yeah. So they develop kind of like a Is it a similar time? They're around at a similar time. The Neanderthals.
Discovery of Nathaniel Bonds was 1856, so this is a fruity time for science.
Oh, I love this. This is my favourite.
So taking Neanderthals, they're big-headed.
Yeah.
They look like our idea of a caveman, right?
Well, all the ideas of cavemen, our perception of cavemen comes from the 19th century discovery of Neanderthal bones in Germany, the Neander Valley.
That's why Neanderthal is used as an insult.
Exactly.
Knuckle draggers.
Yeah. So they found these skull cap and bones in a cave, and this is just before Darwin's book. They basically think, and this is a theory that I've long been a fan of, that the skull they find is the missing link between black people and white people,
right? Or
they think that at this point,
Neanderthal's big head is the bridge.
It's the bridge, because at this point, it's empire. Racism is a scholarly pursuit.
Yeah. For gentlemen.
It's not been degraded.
Yeah.
And so at this point, they think European civilization is the apex of evolution.
Yeah.
And so they think Neanderthal skulls are like a stepping stone on the journey to becoming white and enlightened.
Right. Were they saying black's behind Neanderthal?
I don't know.
Right.
But this is when you got the Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and the other one.
This is when they were like doing it. Yeah, it's 3 groups.
Yeah.
Which has been discredited.
The 3 genders.
Yeah.
Phrenology is rife. Again, I'm an amateur phrenologist, so I love this stuff. But they find the skull, and then there's a French guy who finds a skeleton in a cave in like the 1911 or something, and he's the first one to draw the caveman stooped over.
Right.
So that's the first. Our image of Neanderthals comes from that 20th century. But actually, what they found is in Spain, they found a Neanderthal skull with Down syndrome.
Right.
He lived. The kid with Down syndrome lived for a bit, which implied
that they were woke.
No, implied they were looking after him, which means that the Neanderthals weren't necessarily savages. They were like caring. Yeah, they were woke. Yeah, they had blue hair basically. He found a fragment of blue hair in a skull. But they found disabled Neanderthals.
That you had to sustain a tribe to keep.
Yeah, which again is like, what do they sound like? If Ooga Booga is like Stephen Fry, then what does disabled Ooga Booga sound like? Like, what's the speech impediment? And everyone's like, Ooga Booga.
Like a lisp.
Ooga Booga. Everyone's like, oh, fucking Ooga Booga. But then again, this is what Havagwan used for you were doing. They're being snot Ooga Booga.
Like a rye Ooga Booga.
Oh yeah, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga. And everyone's like, The big brow is Neanderthals. They've got higher lung capacity. They've got bigger lungs because their rib cages are like sort of squat. They're stockier. They've got bigger muscles. They could carry more than we can.
They're stronger. They're faster. Yeah. Right. Maybe not faster, but basically,
look, they're kind of squat and they've got high hips. And big rib cages.
It was quite a recent finding. I remember watching this on TV like fucking 10 years ago. It had only just come out that basically Neanderthals weren't stupid. They might even be cleverer than sapiens.
Really?
They might have a higher brain capacity.
Yeah.
The number one reason why sapiens could defeat Neanderthals is working as a group or community. Yeah, so they don't have that sort of thing. So they're sort of like autistic guys.
Yeah,
who are smarter.
Yeah.
But had worse social skills.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's kind of like sapiens were like the high school bully.
Yeah, jocks.
Yeah.
Wedging Neanderthals. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was an American football team basically.
Yeah. Neanderthals are Millhouse, and we're whatever the other guy. What's the other guy called in The Simpsons? The bully.
Nelson.
We're Nelson. We're Nelson, and Neanderthals are Millhouse. Yeah, but we have 5% roughly Neanderthal DNA in us. Europeans do.
Right, so that means that we're
which means, well, this is where we get to the we don't know why sapiens won out over Neanderthals, but there's 2 theories.
Yeah.
One is that we fucked them and then
out of existence
and into us.
Yeah.
So we interbred.
Right.
And then we've got a bit of their DNA in us.
Yeah.
And Neanderthals, it should be said, were all in Europe, and they'd evolved to adjust to the harsher conditions than sapiens had.
Yeah.
Because sapiens are in East Africa.
Yeah.
Cradle of life.
Yeah.
And then Neanderthals are humans that are like, it's chilly.
Yeah.
So they were better at living in caves.
Could you do it on a cold, wet night?
In Stoke? yeah, basically. We're in the Britannia. But again, that's the thing. Like Stoke are a good, you might be able to get into the 5th round of the FA Cup, but eventually
you'll be found out.
You'll be found out because Man City are better at
Yeah,
teamwork.
yeah. So
They can play
Neanderthals
triangles
were,
round
Neanderthal were doing long throw-ins. And it worked for a
Sound
little.
analysis in Neanderthals. Sean Dyche.
And you'll get a couple of points.
Yeah.
You'll nick a couple of points.
Here
Come
he
on
is.
in.
Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Come on in.
Here's our producer. What
producer's
time are we
coming.
on? What time are we on, Pete?
Oh, have we got a stopwatch going?
30 minutes.
30 minutes
30
in.
minutes.
Go on,
No,
just
don't
go on,
worry.
go on. Get behind the wheel. Come on.
Cheers, Pete.
We're talking about cavemen. Appropriately enough.
You would have loved this episode as
Yeah,
well.
it's a
This is
shame.
you all
It's a
over.
shame. It's all
the
looked at.
worst one to miss.
I know. Where you been?
Asleep.
Go on then, Charlie. What happened?
I set about 15 alarms,
Right.
Yeah.
and then none of them worked.
What do you mean?
What do you mean none of them worked?
Did the alarm just fade into your dream?
I don't know what happened. I was up till I didn't sleep the night before, man. I was up till 3 work. It's fucked.
Yeah. I mean, we just did our live show in Bristol,
Yeah.
which was great. Thanks everyone coming out. We all went for drinks afterwards. Charlie, this is like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 11 p.m. at cocktail bar. Charlie gets espresso martinis because he's going back to work.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He works very hard, Charlie. He just doesn't work smart. Do
No,
you
it
know
doesn't
what I mean?
work smart. No.
You can't say he doesn't work hard, but he really doesn't work smart.
Work hard, not smart.
It does
He's a
work. It's a
real,
long-term strategy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's like he's biting down on the bit between his teeth and just putting his snout in the mud.
Crazy. So
What have I missed then?
Right, to get you up to speed, Charlie, we've unfortunately for you, we've missed the dinosaurs. We've ploughed through that. We are, oh Christ, where are we? We're in Neanderthal. We're about what? We're between 100,000 and 40,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
So what? So what
Do they have names?
What do you mean? Like Derek? It probably.
Yeah,
well,
I
I
think,
mean,
well-
Ugg is the popular imagination of what a
Well, we were just
stone-age
talking
man would
about
be called.
how the reason that sapiens win out over Neanderthals is that sapiens can communicate.
Sapiens
with
are
large
like
groups.
cool. They're hanging out. They're going to like.
They're hipsters.
They're hipsters.
Yeah.
They're. It's just kind of like they're neurotypicals, you know.
Yeah, they are. That
Yeah.
is basically it. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that Neanderthals are autistic, very good at
They're having
surviving
house parties.
on their own.
Yeah.
Most common
Whereas
caveman
Neanderthals are sigma males, aren't they? They're lone
Basically.
wolves. They're
Yeah.
our listeners.
Yeah,
Do you think it would have made a difference if you're autistic as a caveman?
Well, I think people think that some people have made, I mean, this is where fun science is coming in. People have made a link between autism and the Neanderthal DNA. Is that right? I mean, I've said a lot of bollocks, but I don't mind saying some more.
he's had a swing at that one.
Yeah. I think people say like Neanderthal, if you have more Neanderthal DNA, you're more predestined to have
You're
autism.
more thick,
Well, maybe not even thick, just more, you know,
more likely to have autism.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah,
thick in certain settings.
yeah.
In certain settings, you really thrive.
So, but we need to get to the.
Yeah?
Can we get to
Look
the?
at that. I got
That's
thumbs
true,
up.
is it?
But if there's Neanderthal DNA in Homo sapiens, it means they must have been fucking. So that's guaranteed, right? That shouldn't be up for debate.
Well,
They were definitely fucking.
yeah, but the reason this is quite contested stuff is that how genetically different are the three groups?
Right.
Because if they are, what the racial scientists, the scholars and racists of the
Right,
19th century
yeah.
would have said is that the different races that we see today all evolved out of different species
Yeah.
of human. That's quite politically incorrect. It's
quite fruity.
you might say, to put it mildly, and would fit a lot of racial theories.
That's not dinner party stuff now.
Well, some
but
of
it used-
some of my dinner parties that you get.
But it
all
used
sorts
to
of-
be
Yeah,
very
yeah.
polite conversation at dinner party.
Oh, the women would go to bed and the men would talk about racial science. I'd love to bring that back. Right, women, you go to bed. It's 10 p.m. Me and the boys are going to get the brandy out and talk about skull sizes. Yeah, so Asians have Denisovan DNA.
Right.
So in the way that Europeans, or at least people, I think Africans don't have any Neanderthal DNA.
Right.
Which is, I guess, ironic given that in the 19th century when they found the Neanderthal skull, they were like, yeah, that's an African, 100%.
Definitely, yeah.
So that's actually
But
not
actually,
true.
Neanderthals are the true Europeans.
Which does that mean that more Europeans have autism than Africans?
Maybe. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Because I suppose African's not a very autistic culture.
No,
is
it's
it?
not. It should be more autistic.
Although, why are you gay?
Yeah.
It's quite an autistic
The
thing
trains would run better if they had some autists. And
You're right,
they
exactly.
weren't fucking.
I think we've solved African time.
Yeah.
Yeah? Go on, Charlie.
Do you think you'd clock if you saw a Neanderthal in the street in like, I don't know,
So the documentary I watched, they were like, if you put a Neanderthal in a suit and like, you know, put him on London Bridge at 8 a.m, he'd get a couple of looks, but no one, people are like, oh, that guy looks a bit weird.
But
if we put you in a suit.
But think about it. But you've seen people with crazy facial deformities in London, right? He's
here. It's just behind the desk.
But you know,
yeah.
It's polite society. What other option is there? What? Who are you?
Well, it's like when I've got toddlers, so they're like, huh?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, yeah, a toddler seeing a Neanderthal in a lift. Do you ever do that? Yeah, I remember being in a lift seeing my first disabled person. This is me. Furious.
Yeah. I remember doing that with a dwarf in a hotel.
You're kind of shocked and livid.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
It's like I've been lied to. What, I could end up looking like that? I could end up, just my head gets bigger. That's it.
What's that, mummy?
Pointing. It's that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. Right, so there's two theories as to why the sapiens went out. One is that they fuck all the Neanderthals and they kind of absorbed into them. But
Neanderthal, found in the Neander Valley, Germany. German are a very autistic culture. It does sort of read.
And in fact, do you know what? Let's bring this up now.
Go on.
They found a bit of art from 30,000 years ago in Germany.
Right.
So this is Stone Age art from Germany. Yeah. It's a woman and she is doing a Nazi salute. Caveman art in Germany. Right, this is Venus of Glangenberg that's dated 36,000 years in Austria.
Oh, wow. That is extraordinary.
Austria.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It was predetermined.
That's
Look at
amazing.
that. How fucking amazing is that? The Germans have been Nazis. The Austrians have been Nazis for 40,000 years.
A 40,000-year Reich.
A 40,000-year-old Reich. Crazy. Who know? Well, maybe, you know, not to get all Graham Hancock, maybe there was an advanced civilization that we don't know about in the human story.
If you say you know, you can't be trusted.
We have found a Austrian Nazi salute figurine that's 40,000 years old.
We make so many discoveries on this pod. We do break some new ground.
Yeah. Now, who's talking about this? No one. The Austrians aren't.
No.
That's bad vibes for them.
Rest is history, aren't touching this.
Either they fucked them all, or they...
the great replacement theory.
Yeah, basically. Say Neanderthals are being replaced.
Yeah. So there's sort of Tucker Carlson Neanderthals,
the Neanderthals
going on their Fox News saying that
they didn't stop the small boats of sapiens coming over, and so they basically, because the sapiens come out of Africa and they go to the Middle East, but at that time there are Neanderthals in Europe but no sapiens. And there's no Neanderthals. So people think that the sapiens didn't get to Europe because they were like, we're getting fought off by Neanderthals. But then weirdly, sapiens gets to Australia before Europe.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is.
There's a land bridge.
But no, there's not a land bridge. Which is why Hancock. This is why Hancock thinks there's aliens or something.
Yeah,
it's because somehow sapiens. This is 60,000 years ago. Get to Australia. And there's no hint of sapiens in Western Europe.
But Hancock says that they were doing cruise holidays before they...
Yeah, but he's mad. Yeah, he's mad. But there are little gaps in our knowledge that let him in to say something crazy.
Yeah, he thinks Jet 2 Holidays was around.
Darling, hold my hand. Yeah. But there's another theory that basically there's a sapien genocide of Neanderthals, which is what kind of they outcompete them.
Apparently, the last stand was in Gibraltar. That they think.
I love that.
Yeah,
Rorke's Drift in Gibraltar. So where are we up to? Let's get sapiens.
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You just woken up. Sapiens. The reason they went out is that they have slender bodies. Get the photo. Look at that.
Look at this fucking little twink.
Fucking hunk there. Woof.
Skinny.
So sapiens, they're less hairy.
Soft boy. So in gay terms, we've gone from like bears. Is this a twink or an otter? I don't know.
I think this is twink. Twink is the end of the line.
And errectus is like an otter.
Yeah.
And fucking Neanderthal's a bear.
I guess so.
Yeah. Right.
But errectus is before Neanderthal.
Yeah, but just Neanderthal seems more like a bear.
They're
right?
less hairy. But
they're less hairy.
The story of evolution is that we get less hairy, which is why parts of the Middle East
are less
evolved. if you are attuned to the racial science theories that I like to read sometimes.
If.
No judgment. This is this is a forum for ideas.
Safe space.
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
It's a discussion. We've
the
solved.
Women have gone to bed.
We've solved the women have gone to bed. Women have gone to bed. The brandies and cigars are out.
You're waiting.
And we're just
waiting for the door to click. Right. Let's get into it.
Let's speak freely. Can we just speak freely now the women have gone? What's going on with the Middle East?
Have you seen the size of some of those heads down there?
Their big heads, their shoulders are hairy. Anyone else think something's going on? Oh, I'm just getting a glass of water. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
It's terrible what's going on over there, isn't it? Anyway, surely something's going on over there. They've got hairy shoulders. They're back hair. Anyway, so humans have evolved to be able to outrun any animal long distance. That's crazy, isn't it?
So Mo Farah.
Basically,
Yeah.
The reason we're successful in the savannah is that we're Mo Farah.
Oh, we sweat. So we sweat more than any animal, pretty much. Don't
Yeah,
we?
because before this we were like dogs and Prince Andrew. Big tongue. Prince Andrew maybe has got more Neanderthal DNA than us.
Maybe.
So do Neanderthals not sweat? Charlie, can you Google that? Do Neanderthals
no
sweat?
other animals sweat, maybe.
No other animals sweat? I don't
know. So
really?
we the
Other than
stinkiest-
people.
Neanderthals did sweat. There you go. Horses and monkeys sweat. Elephants can only sweat from their toes. I may have some elephant in me. I get very sweaty feet.
Right. Okay, yeah.
And it would explain a lot of my eating habits in the in my preteen years. But listen, the human skull has a high forehead, a rounded brain case.
A rounded brain case.
Charlie, is your brain case broken?
Do you have a flat
it's
brain
unrounded.
case, I think?
Yeah, unrounded brain
rhombus.
case, prominent chin. And the brain size is 1,250 cc. I don't know why we've got it in motorbikes. Engine
We've
size.
got it in Mario Kart. Mario Kart difficulty.
Yeah, so they're highly adaptable hunter-gatherers. They use complex stone, bone, and later metal, obviously.
Right.
And the key thing, which is what the Sapiens bloke would say, is that they can employ groups of up to 1,000, more plus. So what
Employ
they would do,
them.
Basically, no one else could organise a flash mob better than Sapiens.
Sapiens
no
are the only. We are the flash mob species.
We're sapiens.
We're Sapiens. Well, we're on the fence about you. Horatio and I are Sapiens, right? We don't know. In many ways, I think you're the missing link.
Yeah.
Personally, that's my own theory.
I think you were
Thank
defrosted
you.
from an ice cube.
Yeah.
Is there going to be another one?
Hey, what?
Do you think there's going to be more?
I think there's going to be loads more.
Yeah, but we're talking about tens of thousands of
Really?
years.
These are the ones we found, but I
No,
think they're
in
going to keep...
future.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're stepping stones onto something else.
Oh, right. Do you think?
Well, yeah, obviously it doesn't stop. We're not the end of it, are we? If you think about
I hope we are the end. I
if
don't
you
want-
think about the phones, I mean,
Right.
this is in a world where we don't blow ourselves to shit, which we probably will at some
we will,
point.
probably,
yeah.
but yeah.
But it's in not that.
Well, this isn't a world where we don't discover how to remove ribs and blow ourselves to shit.
Well, that will be the
all
height.
productivity goes down because men have found out ways to suck themselves
There
off.
will be a genetic mutation where a guy is born with no ribs and can suck himself off,
And then it's over.
he will win. He will be the most successful human. So ribs will be bred out.
Yeah,
of
because there's nothing
humanity.
you can hold against it. It's like,
Yeah.
money, I don't need it.
Because this is it, right?
Sex, I don't need it.
No, we're bent over, then we get upright, and then we go down again because we're going. Oh,
Yeah. It's
So-
like, what do you have as collateral against that man in a deal?
Yeah, exactly.
He can leave any deal.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm fine.
I'm fine. See you later. You didn't turn up to school today. Well, yeah.
Well, why
Why would I? Yeah. So human evolution, we're like the height but then we're evolving down.
Yeah.
Because we're getting less ribs. Anyway, but if you think about opposable thumbs.
No, but sorry,
and
do
the
you
phone-
actually think there's going to be another Homo past Homo sapiens?
No, I think sapiens will evolve, and at
Yeah.
some point you'd start classifying. You say that's not sapiens anymore. That's something else.
Yeah. Because I guess if
Because-
you go 5,000 years ago, at the beginning of civilization, they were much shorter and there's an evolution upwards. Is that evolution?
Because we're eating better. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. But also,
And this takes place over millions of years.
but
and
if the more important phones come, there's a chance that our thumbs would evolve again.
to be even more opposable.
Better for phones. You wouldn't get tired.
Better for
or-
WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Get
basically.
WhatsApp thumbs.
Well, but also if you're using less brain power because you've outsourced it to Google
AI.
Maps, then your brains will get smaller again. So small heads may come back in.
Interesting. To
Anyway.
fashion.
Small heads, big thumbs.
Yeah.
That's my
Predict.
theory. So Sapiens start in Africa. They spread to Middle East, Europe, Asia, Australia. Now let's get to, Sapiens are the first guy. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Sorry. Sapiens hunt in massive groups, which is possibly why they outcompete Neanderthals, because there's evidence that what they do is they'd have hundreds of them and they would chase herds of horses into like a ravine, into a choke point where they could kill them all.
Yeah.
And then like they've got food
and
for
you sort of
years.
see that in cave paintings.
Yeah.
If you think about that, it looks like they're all in like a ravine, they're just chucking spears
military strategy
Yeah.
starts to develop because we can communicate on a grander scale than chimps and the boss men that come
but
before.
blokes speaking into military history is starting now.
Starts now.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, cavemen bookcases have Anthony Beaver, Churchill biographies.
Yeah.
And then there's something also about how this will be humans before sapiens, but it's interesting. Our big thing we were into was bone marrow.
We're bone marrow boys.
We're bone marrow boys.
I've said this in another podcast.
I'm into bone marrow.
I went to St. John's. I had the bone marrow starter, and it's seen as this delicacy. If you think about it, that's the thing. It's the most important food humans have ever eaten. Because it's the only reason that we stayed alive.
Yeah, it's the most nutrient rich, and it's good for brain development. But also,
we're scavengers.
We were scavengers. So what we do, there'd be a carcass, and there'd be a lion had killed it, taken a lot of the stuff off.
Yeah.
We'd see that, and we'd wait. Yeah. Then the vultures would come, pick
Get
the flesh off,
yeah.
and then we'd wait, and then we'd go and with our tools. We prized
We're the only people who could crack open the bones.
Exactly. Yeah.
And just suck the bone marrow. So all the different like trends in food. Like there was truffle was big for a bit.
Yeah.
Nduja.
Yeah.
There's all these little trends, but there was not really any trends for it. It was just bone marrow for about 1 million years.
There was the paleo diet.
Yeah.
Was bone marrow.
But they didn't have any. There was no one doing like top jaw.
No. Well, they all had top jaw.
Yeah. They all had overbite.
Overbite. I would like to.
There was one trend in food for 1 million years.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say.
Everyone was on paleo.
Yeah.
I would like to propose that we call paleo Uga.
Uga diet.
I'm doing Uga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the Uga diet.
I'm on the Uga diet.
It's lovely bone marrow though, but they wouldn't have been roasting it, will they?
Well, they control fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would have done because cooking meat means
a little bit of salt, bit of parsley on sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
They bury their dead, which suggests a belief, suggests early religion. Or it could have been hygiene, couldn't it? It couldn't smell, you're right.
So the great, it could have been smell. So the great jump we've made is that we started making shit up, basically.
Yeah, it's fiction.
That's like the big...
That's what the Sapiens author, I've forgotten his name, Hari, Yuval Hari.
Yeah.
His thing is that fiction is the difference between us and the other homos.
Yeah, we started letting women tell stories.
Yeah, women's stories means we conquer.
That's the big jump, is that we've allowed women to start telling stories.
telling us their dreams. Ooga booga booga, ooga booga booga booga, ooga booga booga, and cavemen are like, fucking hell, Christ. They bury their deads, which it could suggest afterlife, or it could just be that they're really stinky.
Ricky Gervais' show.
Hey,
Ricky Gervais' show Afterlife.
This is before Afterlife.
Right, okay.
So the Sapiens are the first homos to do art.
Right. And now a long history of homos doing art.
Yeah, a long history. This is the long road to homos doing art. And this is very funny. There are sort of Paleolithic female figurines.
Right. They're like body positivity influences.
Well, yeah, because they basically were like, let's not do heads or arms or feet and just do massive tits. So
sort of early page 3. Yeah,
early page 3.
Lucy Pinderus.
Yeah, Lucius Pinderus. This is Lucius Pinderus. Exaggerated hips, breasts, thighs, and vulva. It's beauty standards. Right. Yeah. So has she got big lips?
She got an exaggerated vulva?
Can you zoom in on that?
Is that an exaggerated vulva? I guess that's an exaggerated vulva.
That's a very vulgar vulva, that. Yeah, it is. That is. Is that a vulva? That little crevice? It's
quite
massive,
a big crevice.
Huge.
Ravine.
Yeah. Ravine. Big boobs. Yeah, so where was this found? That was found, it implies a beastie could have existed. But again, if we look at the penguin women, then I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think a beastie could have existed? I mean, I guess if they're really good hunters. Well, it's mainly protein.
Well, no, because
high protein diet.
So a lot of the reason that we have the anxiety nowadays, or some people do,
right,
is
allegedly
the reason that some Catholics are anxious about things is that they because we skip the food chain way quicker than you should.
Okay,
we escaped the food chain.
We biohacked,
sort of.
Yeah. biohacking is going back to Stone Age.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So sapiens are the first people to. Normally, you move up slowly through the food chain,
Right.
but we were in the middle of it for millions of years. So our brains are food chain brains.
Yeah.
So when we see sweet things, we want to gorge on them because we were hunter gatherers in the food chain. We found some food. If you found a fig tree 3 million years ago, you just fucking eat all the figs.
Yeah.
That's why I eat 24 minutes pies.
Like a dog.
Like
you don't know
a
what your
dog.
next meal is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you binge because your systems are wired to see sugar and know that it's rare. So you should eat all of it now.
Yeah.
Which is why I ate 24 minutes pies.
But now you go like American candy shops as fronts for drug trafficking in central London.
Yeah, the fig trees weren't fronts for drugs. But this is what we have, the brains. We still have the systems, neurological systems that we did here. But we basically evolved out we like shortcutted. Rainbow Road shortcut the food chain.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not cricket.
Well, then you've got Tesco's Express now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
your local supermarket.
Yeah. So I don't know what the point I was trying to make but anyway, that's why we're obese. It's because we can't stop eating, and we don't have to gather or hunt food.
Yeah.
It's just there, so we eat it all.
So you're not exercising to do it either. Deliveroo.
Exactly, it's Deliveroo. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Paleolithic era ends at around 10,000 BC, and now this is when the
Imagine, sorry, when you're hunting as well, if you have to hunt hungry. Like I find shopping hungry sometimes hard.
Oh, you should never shop when you're hungry.
But
I should never shop when I'm hungry.
But if you fail 2 hunts, you're starving.
Yeah.
Then the next hunt is getting more and more important, and you're getting hungrier and hungrier.
Yeah.
Like hunting when you're hungry, I guess, is maybe good because it means you're more committed.
Yeah, but imagine. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tummy's rumbling.
But it would give you away, wouldn't it? Because you're creeping and you're having to. They found with Neanderthals and early humans, they found like a lot of trauma impact on their skulls from, they think, animals defending themselves during a hunt.
Right.
So it was all fucking hand-to-hand combat.
Was it with the relationship with their parents growing up with trauma?
No, not that kind of. No,
right, yeah.
Not diving ooga booga. Paleolithic era ends around 10,000 BC because the Ice Age ends.
Right.
And so there's a lot of climate change, and this changes the whole ecosystem.
Right.
The Ice
Did they have
Age.
Greta Thunberg at that time? He's talking about climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's talking about how the Ice Age.
You have all good my future.
You have all good my booger.
She's had a rebrand though. She's got hair now. She's got a fringe.
Yeah, it's the new album.
She's looking tidy.
She is looking tidy. It's confusing.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. She's not really my type.
Oh no, it wouldn't work. Me and Greta would not work.
Yeah, but maybe that's why it would work.
That's why it's
It'd be a whirlwind.
Exactly. Opposites attract.
It's not the woman you marry, but it's your crazy ex.
I can't imagine having a fling with Greta Thunberg. Doesn't really work, would it?
She doesn't seem like a laugh.
She doesn't seem like a laugh. No. She doesn't seem like a goer.
No. She's the opposite.
More of a moaner.
A slower.
So Homo sapiens are the only human species left. Now, the Ice Age ends or starts because of a cataclysm. This is all Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
We'll get into Graham Hancock in the next episode, where we will be joined by
a caveman.
We've
defrosted a caveman.
We have defrosted
and it's not Charlie.
Early sapiens, and we'll be joined by him. In our next episode, we will deal with what happens next in the human story. It
starts quickening up a bit.
It starts to speed up.
Yeah.
We go from Ooga to Booger. Part 2.
From Ooga to Booger, the caveman story.
Caveman story. Part 2 of our series on Prehistoric Man is already on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Where for £3 a month, you can also devolve.
Yeah.
You can go down the train. Many of them are Homo erectus.
Did you skip the food chain? How about go backwards?
Yeah, go back down the food chain. Many of our patrons will die by being eaten by someone else. That episode's already on the Patreon, and we also do Friday bonus episodes. This week will be Stonehenge.
Yeah.
What really happened?
Yeah.
Why is it there?
Yeah.
And how has it meant that the AA303 is now absolutely log jammed?
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next time
Booger.
for more Ooga Booger. Ooga!
Ooga booga,
Ooga Booger! Ooga Booger!